What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Two-Wheeled Rider YouTube channel. My name is Mario Orsini, and in today's video, we're going to be checking out this power washer. We're going to take it out of the box, we're going to check out the specs, I'm going to test it out, washing my dirt bike, and I might even wash my pickup too while I'm at it, and then I'm going to let you know my thoughts and how it performs. So, let's get to opening. Alright, so just for the sake of transparency, in case you guys didn't see the mail time video where I talked about how this thing arrived and how I came to be in possession of it, I did not buy this pressure washer. The fellow, Stewart, that owns the company, reached out to me. He's a subscriber on the channel, asked if I'd be interested, said it'd be perfect for washing dirt bikes, and since my old Ryobi crapped out a few days before, I thought, hell, why not? So this will be an unbiased review. If it's no good, I'll tell you it's no good, but if it is good, obviously I'll share those thoughts with you as well, but just wanted to make that clear. Alright, so we've got the PowerPlay Spyder, which puts out 230 PSI at 1.4 gallons per minute. Ultra compact. Just so you guys know, this is an electric pressure washer. This is not a gas-powered one. I actually kind of prefer these electrics because I have enough gasoline-powered engines to take care of already. Here's a couple of the specs you can read for yourself there, and it does come with a 1-year warranty. Now you notice there are no wheels on it right now. There are some wheels over here. There's a little bit of assembly required, so let's get this thing put together. So these wheels should be easy enough to put on. You see they have these slots right here. If you flip this bad boy upside down, they should slide right into place. You can see I've already got the first one on. It's pretty simple. Just line it up, slide it into place, and make sure it clicks. And just like that, we've got the 4 wheels on. They'll swivel around in every direction. That makes it kind of nice, but we've got a couple other things left to put on it as well. So next up, we're going to slide on the hose holder. It's probably going to be tough to do with one hand, but it just slides over this tab right here. Look, got it. Done. Over on this side, we need to slide on the gun holder. I probably won't be as fortunate. I'm going to need 2 hands for this one. Alright, so I've got the top part of the gun holder in place. There also is a bottom piece which is going to slide from the bottom part of the unit up into place. And there we have it. The main unit is assembled. Now it's time to get the gun and the hose and everything hooked up. Alright, so the gun comes as 2 pieces. You simply thread it together and you're done. The last part is the hose. This is fairly straightforward. You are going to thread one end down into the unit itself, and then the other end will be threaded into the gun. The unit comes with 4 different spray nozzles. The black is if you're using soap, the red is a 0 degree, the yellow is a 15 degree, and the green is a 25 degree spray nozzle. I'm probably going to use the yellow at least to test out on the bike. Something else nice they did was give you a couple extra O-rings. These are the O-rings that go on the hose. So if they start to wear out, you know, you've got some new ones you can put on there. And while it, there it goes, it did focus in. While it may be kind of small to see on camera, this is a nozzle cleaner, so if you do get dirt and debris and stuff in your nozzle, you can use this to clean it out. Just to touch on a couple other features, it does have a GFI plug on this end, and you can also add soap to this unit. I could do that on my Ryobi as well. I don't plan on testing this out today because I just use a different method when I'm cleaning my dirt bike, but it is nice to know that that feature is built into this one. Alright guys, so I'm going to go out here and test out this pressure washer, and then we'll come back here in the garage after I get done. I'll let you know how the thing works. Alright, so now that I had a chance to test out the PowerPlay Spyder electric pressure washer, what do I think? I think the damn thing's pretty awesome. It's much better than the one I was using from, I'm not going to mention their name again, it's not a disparaging video toward the other company, but there are some things I really like about this one, besides the fact it does have a little bit more power, a little bit more pressure than the previous pressure washer I was using. One, this is it all packed up. What's cool about it is it will roll around on wheels, which I was gonna think was a little bit of a negative until I discovered you have these little locks down here on the wheels, and you can actually lock the wheels in place. So if you're working on a bit of an incline or whatever, you don't have to worry about this thing rolling away. Because sometimes you're wearing gloves or whatever while you're working on things, I like this big giant knob here. It's simple, off, on. Doesn't get much easier than that. Another thing that's a little bit better quality than the one I was using is the gun itself. This is an all metal tube. The other one I had kind of twisted together and it was all plastic, versus this one where you do have a plastic gun handle, but you do have a metal tube here. Obviously, you've got a locking mechanism, kind of like you use on like an air compressor or whatever, to lock in your different tips. That was another thing I thought was going to be a negative, because I thought, what am I going to do with all 4 of these so I don't lose them? They thought of that too, and while it's a little hard to see back here, you've got a spot for all 4 of them right in the back of the machine there, so whichever 3 you aren't using at the time, you can pop into there, and if you need to switch out, it's pretty easy to get to them. Now, like I said earlier, it does have a spot for the soap or detergent or whatever if you decide to use it that way. I probably won't, but it's a nice feature to have. And then obviously down here is where your garden hose is going to fit in. The other nice thing about it is you have a 35-foot cord, so it should be plenty. It was plenty for me to work around my truck. In fact, my most limiting factor was the water hose I was using, because my other one sits outside and I think a little bit of water was frozen in it, so I took the shorter one out. And I think it was a 25-foot hose, but I had a 35-foot cable, so you know I shouldn't have any problems being able to get to whatever job I'm working on at the time. Now for me, this thing's pretty much perfect, because I really need a pressure washer for 2 things. 1, to wash dirt bikes, and 2, to sometimes wash the car or the truck. So I don't need anything too high pressure. I'm not trying to blow the graphics off my bike or blow the paint off my vehicles. So this isn't something that you're going to use for commercial use. This is something that's going to be for personal use. But since, you know, I'm guessing most of you watching this channel have motorcycles, be them street bikes or dirt bikes, you know, this is a viable option for a pressure washer if you're looking for one. I want to say the retail price on it is around $2.50. I'll find out and flash it up on the screen. So it's not the cheapest pressure washer out there, but it is a very good pressure washer. And considering my other one only lasted me about 1.5 years before it died, you know, hopefully this thing holds up much, much better. Now, if I do have just one negative on this thing, I wish it came with a little bit longer warranty. At least according to the paperwork I have on it, it's just a 1-year warranty on it. It'd be nice if you had a 2 or 3 year warranty, because that's what you see from some of the big box stores. But if it holds up, that doesn't really matter. But if it does break down, you know, that's something to consider. That said, I can't talk about its long-term use yet, because I've used it 1 day and only 2 times so far. So I will keep you guys posted. Depending on when you're watching this video, if you're watching it on down the road 1 year or 2 from now, drop a comment down in the comment section and ask me if I'm still using it and if it's still holding up, and I'll be sure to answer. So anyway, once again, big thank you to Stewart and the folks over at PowerPlay for sending me out this pressure washer. I love this thing. I'm going to be using it quite a bit. In fact, Noah and I are headed to Budds Creek this upcoming weekend, so we're going to have at least 2 dirt bikes to wash up Sunday afternoon, Monday after I get home from work, whenever that may be. So thanks for sending that over. Be sure to check out their website. I'll put it at the bottom of the screen. I'll also link it down in the description below. In addition to this pressure washer, they have many, many other ones, electric powered, gas powered, all sorts of things out there. So check them out. Maybe they have one that'll fit your use. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, consider hitting that subscribe button, because if you like these things, motorcycles, well, this is the place to be. If you have any questions about this pressure washer, or, you know, like I said, maybe it's on down the road and you've got some questions about how it's holding up, obviously let me know those down in the comment section below. And as always, I'll talk to you again soon.